music. He's like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music. Love, love.
Hello. It's 4:17 a.m. Hello, 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 everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. This is my review for Teen Mom 2, Season 8, Episode 29. If you have not done so already, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel. And then do not forget, once you're subscribed, to hit the little notification bell to let you know when I have a new video up, because y'all know I'll be uploading all different times of the day and night. So I have this consensus about Teen Mom 2. The show needs to end. Tonight's episode was so blah. I'm like, we need a whole new set of girls. You know what I'm saying? At this point in time, the girls of Teen Mom Young and Pregnant need to be the new Teen Mom 2 people or whatever, and then they need to bring a whole new set of people for a whole new season of Teen Mom Young and Pregnant, because I mean, they're no longer teen moms. They're all in their 20s, so that's one thing. Not only that, we've seen their stories for the past 8 seasons. Bruh, it's done. Like, boring is not even, and when I say boring, I don't mean boring as in no one wants to watch this. I mean boring as in they don't need to be on TV. And it doesn't mean that we need drama. It does not mean that we need like some kind of discourse within the family. Like, Brianna got drama. I don't want to hear shit no more. Janelle, I don't care. Like, it's just boring. It's pointless TV at this point, because we've seen them for the past 8 years and no one's doing anything. They're not. Chelsea doesn't work. She's a stay-at-home mom with her husband, which is fine. Leah doesn't work. She's just a stay-at-home mom, period. Janelle doesn't work. She just gets beat by David and watch them beat the children. KO doesn't work. She just takes trips and dates people. Who am I forgetting? I don't know. It doesn't matter. Brianna does work, but we can't put shit around her schedule or her life because we don't like her that much. It just needs to end. Like, it either needs to end, or they need to, like, you know how MTV had the challenge? Send their asses on the challenges, okay? Send them somewhere with the goddamn real world people and the real world people, and have them compete on, have a Teen Mom challenge show, and have them go and do some shit for fun or for charity or for something. I'm just so sick, and that's how they get some kind of, that's how they get out some aggression. Get them to do just something. I mean, Jesus Christ. Something, okay? This shit needs to end. Okay, we don't care. We don't care at all. Chelsea's pregnant. Okay, she's 14 weeks pregnant. Woo! We know she's having a girl. But she wants to wait to announce that she's pregnant, because, you know, even though she's out of that safe zone, she still wants to wait, and she has every reason to do that. We do see that she's talking about taking Aubrey to see her sister Paisley, who was her dad's other kid, who was not, and the other kid, Paisley, supposedly has not seen Adam or his parents in the past couple of months. At this point in time, I feel like this. I feel like we all are aware that Adam's a piece of shit. I think we all are aware. We know it. He is a deadbeat dad in different ways. He's a deadbeat person in different ways. He has shown that even though he grew a little bit and was trying to be a little bit responsible at one point in time, he no longer is that. So I don't think it's a surprise for us to see, oh, he hasn't seen his other kid either. No. Why? Because he's a deadbeat, if you ask me. Anyway, you know, Aubrey, Cole, Chelsea, their baby or whatever, go bowling to see Paisley, her mom or whatever. And basically we saw Paisley's mom, I can't remember what her name is. Excuse me. Is it Taylor? I don't know. Oh, my batteries though. Damn it. We saw Paisley's mom and Chelsea dogging at him. Not dogging him, but it's comparing his not shit stories to each other. And we know what it is. Paisley even asked Aubrey if Cole was her daddy, which Chelsea found funny because it's like she doesn't even realize, like, she really thought that's your dad, even though we're siblings, because we have the same dad. Is that your dad? Because I don't have, so that was what it was, and that's all that it was for Chelsea. Leah and Kel went to Hawaii. They did some snorkeling, some cave diving. Leah brings up how kids have been teasing Aaliyah based on Allie's disorder. Just being mean little kids, in the second grade, little mean ass little kids being bullies or whatever. She said, well, that has made Aaliyah kind of be aggressive towards the kids and like not beat them up, but like, push here, shove there, whatever, because she's mad that they're talking about her sister. And Leah brings up how she has kind of like no idea how to raise a special needs child. And when she said that, the first thing that popped in my head was, well, how many special needs groups, parent groups, are you in? And so when Kale suggests, like, we'll go speak to the parents who have children who have special needs, I'm like, I can't believe that their kids is like 8 years old and her nor Corey have ever went. That's why they be stressed and acting like that, because they have no one else. They need to go talk to other parents who children have disabilities, and their child does not even have to have the exact same disability as their daughter, but it can still give you an idea of it. And even there are groups that help siblings of children with disabilities cope with being the sibling of a disabled child. So you look into it, okay? Damn it. Anyway, we do see Kale is upset because Chris, who was her youngest son's daddy, she said he's all of a sudden asking where is Lux, since he sees that I am out of town or whatever. He never calls, he never asks any questions. Like in the past 7 months, he's probably asked about Lux twice. It's some bullshit. She said how he's an IG dad because he'll come and he'll take photos and he'll post them as if he's with the kid at all the different times. I'm like, oh, he's a deadbeat IG dad? Oh, this is so sad. Who would think that would happen when you randomly have a baby by some man that wasn't your husband? Anyway, I'm so petty. We do see her like, I've set it up though for him to be able to get him while I'm gone, and it'll be what's gonna be. So we see that whole thing. Even Leah then said, she was talking to Corey about I think Allie being sick, and she said she felt like he was just kind of really short with her, or like just not wanting to talk. Corey has always been a kind of a straight from the hip shooter. He never really is like, let's have this long drawn out conversation. He like what is it, let's get it done and let that be that. He's always been that way. I feel like Leah is imagining shit when she says, I wonder if he's maybe feel some kind of way because I'm on vacation, he's with the girls. No, I think he probably was, that's how he, girl. Anyway, they go horseback riding, they go skydiving, which I swear is some white people shit, and not meaning racist. I'm trying to be racist, like, oh, only white people skydive, but I do feel like the first person to skydive was white, because I know there are black people who skydive too, but it started off as white, and I just because I'm terrified of heights and roller coasters. It's just not my thing. Anyway, we do see Kale upset again because her friend called her and said, yeah, when Chris brought Lux back, he didn't send him back with anything. I didn't know she meant he sent them back and he didn't send him back with what he left with. Like we sent him with a bag with clothes and shoes and diapers or whatever and all this stuff, and he sent the baby back with nothing. Or she meant he didn't send the baby back with any like gifts, like diapers or stuff that fathers are supposed to get for the kids. So either way it go, I mean, if he didn't, girl, you in Hawaii, leave it be. Like, don't even worry about it. And that was all their whole thing was. Who cares? It was just stupid. Janelle situation was the same as it always is. You know, she's talking about how she has to go drop Kaiser off to Nathan, but then David texts her and says, can you have your friend who you're with now drop him off? And I'm like, what is going on? David doesn't want her dropping Kaiser off to Nathan because he says Nathan would try to push your buttons. You are all grown adults. If she can't drop her son off to the dad and just say, here's Kaiser, I'm leaving, Kaiser, I love you, I gotta go. If she can't do that too, she is a part of the problem. Eventually, y'all have to be able to be fucking adults and get along enough to at least exchange the goddamn kid, at the least. And David don't need to be there. Why? Because David pushes everyone's buttons. Okay, he pushed my buttons. I don't even know that man. Anyway, so when she says, oh yeah, David just asked if I can ask you to drop Kaiser off because I can do it by myself because he said this and this, and you know he wants to come with me when it happens. And she said, well, why can't you and David just go drop him off? Well, they can't, you know, we can't film with David. I'm like, well, you know what? Your husband's already causing issues. So the friend then says, well, yeah, I'll drop him off. It's no issue. He gets Kaiser. He's hanging out with Kaiser and his girlfriend at dinner. At lunch. I do like the fact that when they were at the table, he put headphones for Kaiser to listen to the game stuff on the phone, because he and his girlfriend was having basically adult conversations. He was bringing up how he wants to take her to court to try to get either physical custody, like sole physical custody, because he feels like Kaiser's not safe in their household. We did see him get a call from Barb, who says that Jace said also that David hits Kaiser. This is my thing about that. I think everyone thinks that David puts his hands on Janelle and them kids. At the end of the day, what matters is the safety of them kids. Do I think Janelle is dumb enough to let David hurt the kids to the point where like it's a big issue? I don't think so. But at the same time, I feel like hurting the kid just enough to where it isn't illegal is still detrimental to their growing up feeling safe and secure. Like, they're gonna always fear you because of you're hitting on them. It's weird as well to see Barb call Nathan, because remember, Barb and Nathan didn't used to like each other. Like, they did not used to get along really that much or whatever. So that is weird to see them trying to work together to be against Janelle. Well, not against Janelle, but trying to work together to get Kaiser away from Janelle. It was. So it was just weird, because we only seen Janelle that one time, and everything else was Barb and Nathan. But when they do talk, he says how he no longer wants supervised visits. That's the reason he wants to go to court. And I do feel like in real life, David and Janelle need supervised visits. Like, at least David. I think the fact that you have so many people complaining, it's like, put some secret nanny cams in there to see if David beating them kids and he don't know. I do think when cameras are not around, he hit them. I do. I really, really do. It is what it is. So, Barb just tells him, like, well, because he said, yeah, because sometimes they miss pickup time, they miss this, they miss that. Barb said, what I would do was, I got a calendar, and every time they missed a date, every time they were late or whatever, every time something happened, I wrote it on the calendar, so that way I had a paper trail of all the things that they had been not doing over time. I said, that is honestly a smart idea. She even brings up how it's crazy that David shoots guns around their property, saying, any of those bullets can ricochet and hit Janelle and one of the kids. And it's true. But I mean, Janelle don't care. It is what it is. And again, at the end of the day, it's about what's best for Kaiser. I do think David spanks him. I really, really, really do. He can't tell me he don't. And you just want the best for him. And Nathan was saying now because he no longer has that court case or that charges against him, he does not have to wait to take her to court. So we shall see how it plays out. Either way go, it's kind of crazy. Brianna and Javi was stupid to me as well. This is the whole reason why I said this shit is just dumb. If you've been watching for this long, the code to put in is 116 618 305, and then put whoever your favorite character is from a cartoon when you were a kid. Okay, that's the codes to put in. So Brianna is saying how she's stressed because Javi is there. I can't believe he's here. And like I told him, don't come. He's here. I don't know what to do. Nah, it's how she. And I'm looking like, girl, it's easy. If you don't want him there, say leave. I don't want you here. You can go. Because my thing is, he can't just stay if you don't let him stay. He might say, you really want me to leave? Yes, bitch, I really want you to leave. No, you can't. Like, no one can tell me, oh my God, Javi just won't leave me alone. He just won't go away. Go away, Javi. Go away. And the kicker is, we know that they're no longer together now. We know that he has a whole other person pregnant. He's having a boy now. So I'm like, do we really care to see the play out of how they broke up? No, because for the most part, I didn't want them together in the first goddamn place. So we do see how Devon is at home spending time with Nova. That's beautiful. That's great here. Her friend had her surgery first, so she's coming back to the room, to the hotel or whatever, to rest. And, you know, Javi and Brianna is talking. So she brings up how she's upset because he went on Kale's podcast. She didn't even ask you asked her, you know, why would you go back to your ex? I'm like, well, that's his ex-wife, for one. They have a kid together. They have to coexist. It's just a fucking podcast. Even he said on the podcast, I gave you prop, like I was speaking highly of you, so it's not as if I went on there and it was crazy. Again, I don't care because it's a stupid ass argument. He then says, well, yeah, was you the one who had your ex come up here to take care of you? I'm like, Javi, why did you give a fuck? It's the strangest things of when not to give a shit. And this is 2 times I give neither a fuck or shit. Okay, so he says, well, I'm sorry for going on the podcast. But he then said, because he's like, you know, what are we doing here? Like, what are we doing? Like, if we're not both on the same path or whatever, like, what are we doing? He then said, I have somebody who's ready to move to Dover to be with me. Which, of course, pissed her off. This is my thing. She gets upset. So, you know what? You can leave now. Now, look, what he said was out the blue. I said, wait, what? Like, that ain't how you win somebody back, bruh. What are you talking about? So she in a room cry. Oh, he offered me a ring. He wanted to propose. Who does that and then says, you know, that means the girl has already been there, and then that's just kind of crazy. So, you know, I said it might be his new baby mama, truth be told. When he goes in, because the friend now wants to talk to him, but she can't walk around, so he goes in the room. So she said, you know, what you said was kind of crazy. He did say, since me and her broke up, anything I've done since we broke up is my business, and I can't be wrong for that. He said, I wasn't saying it to say I'm going to actively try to quickly move on with someone else. The point is, I have that option, and I don't want it. I want to be here to work it out with her. But who cares? Again, they're not together now. Yes, someone else pregnant. We don't like Brianna. She's finna get a whole new body made by Mattel. And, you know, I just can't wait for her to have... I can't wait for her storyline to not include Javi. And I'm done. That's literally the end of it. Well, I will say this. I do feel like Brianna's going to be single for at least the next 5 years. Solely because she's not finished maturing yet. She's so caught up in the cycle of her mother, her sister in the damn apartment. She's so caught up in, I don't need a man. She's so caught up in, I need to have things my way or no way. She's so caught up in that she hasn't realized she has to dial it back 1 or 2 notches before she's going to get someone who is equally yoked with her. And she's still young. So I do think she's going to be single for life. Now, she might date people here or there, but she's not going to get in a real stable relationship for the next 5 years until she grows the fuck up. Okay. And that's the end. So I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner.